Good morning. It's now about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 16th of April. I'm Andy, this is my allotment. I've got a lovely bright day this morning in contrast to the last few days where we've had lots of rain and threatened thunderstorms, although they never really happened. We've got blue sky and it's very cold. There was actually ice on the car when I came out first thing, and 1 degree on the temperature when I got here, so it is a very cold morning. Having said that, work doesn't stop on the allotment just because it's cold. A couple of things I want to show you that's in progress, then I'll stop and get on with the work. What little I can do today, come back tomorrow and show you the finished product at the end. Now, my arch for beans. I had a comment from Aaron, hi Aaron, that this wasn't going to hold up because of the supports not being enough. We had a lot of wind the other day and it did bend and it did lean, but the supports held. But what didn't hold were the bindings. As you can see, this one snapped and has to be replaced, and the frame on this side just wasn't up to it. As you can see, it is snapped in half. I've supported it for the time being, but these are going to be pulled down today and replaced with these, which, as you can see, is a much thicker wood. Especially when you're coming on this side, you can see there's a difference. These were frames from my garden. They were up as a divider in the garden, and they simply rotted at the bottom, and they got blown down in the storm we had before Christmas, or just after Christmas. I'm not sure which one it was off the top of my head, but either way, they're no good for me anymore at home, so I brought them down here. So these are going to go up. They're actually much sturdier, they'll last a lot longer, and they won't bend in the wind quite as much, so there won't be as much of a problem. One thing I've got to do this weekend is harvest my cabbages. I've been waiting for them to form heads. A couple of them have done, and there's one at the back there which is quite nice, because these are Savoy type cabbages. But as you can see, we've got a couple which have started to bolt, so they're no good. So they'll be coming out and being fed to the chickens. The rest of it I'm going to harvest and save what I can. I'm going to chop it, blanch it and freeze it at home. Now the strawberry beds. Last week I finished off the strawberry beds, as you know. I'm now in the process of creating a framework to put some bird netting over for later on in the season. Get it done now while I've got the chance, that's the theory anyway. Every strawberry plant I've put in is survived, all growing nicely, and I've got canes marking out where I'm going to put the supports. They're not going to be that high when they're finished. As you can see, they're only half the height. I'm simply taking one of these canes, chopping it in half, and then using it to create a framework. And my Boy Scout training, or Scout leader training, as it was more recently, has come in great, because I've been now able to fasten these with proper ties, done proper knots on these. None of this granny knot round the round rubbish. It's proper knots. So hopefully these will stand up. I'll get the whole thing covered all the way to the bottom on both sides, so I'll be able to put a netting over the top. The only fly in the ointment is this great big pole in the middle, which is great. I do enjoy, I love it, and I want to put more strawberries in there, etc. But it's going to make it picking awkward to put a netting up, so I'm going to have to work some way around of doing it. I might take the brackets off, cut a hole in the netting, feed it over and staple it to the middle. I don't know yet, I haven't decided. I'll work it out anyway. Apart from that, not a huge amount to show you. Just had a quick look in the pond looking for tadpoles, but I think it's far too cold. I did see some newts in there last weekend, eating some of the eggs, some of the jelly from the eggs rather. All the tadpoles are clustered on top, there were hundreds of them. Can't see any now, but there's a lot of murk in the bottom of there. It could be they're in there, I just can't see them. Strawberries on this side. This is grandson Jack's bed. He had 8 strawberries in here last year. We've taken the strawberries out, we've filled it with soil, as you can see. I put some of this fabric down, which I've got to burn through later on this weekend, and plant up 18 more strawberry plants. We do have the old strawberry plant left. There are 52 strawberry plants there, more than half of which came from this bed that only had 8 in. I've got 10 more than I planted there already, so strawberries, come and get them, I've got loads. Anyway, that's enough for now, because my hands are freezing holding this camera, so I'll leave you to it for now, get some work done, and come back later and show you how we got on. Bye for now. Hi folks, and welcome back. It's now Tuesday morning, very early. It's the first time I've actually had the chance to start taping since Saturday or Sunday morning, whenever it was last time I taped. I can't really remember. But I thought I'd show you the finished product now that I've finished all the wicker work, if you like, on my strawberry beds. So, as you can see, we've got a low frame. This frame is higher than it's going to be in the end. I'm going to tap these stakes down a bit further into the ground to make it more secure. At the moment, it's standing about 18 inches tall. I think the end result is going to be about 12 inches tall, but I left them tall so I could actually fasten them together. So, as you can see, there's a lot of work gone into this to get this sorted out, but I'm determined to keep all my strawberries this year. This will be covered with bird netting, which will then be draped over the edges and pulled tight by fastening to hooks or nails, which are going to be in the edge of the beds, which I haven't put in yet because I don't know where I need them. And then to harvest, we're simply going to unhook, fold it over, get in through the top and the sides, and get at the various strawberries, which I hope will be forthcoming. So, just a very quick update on this, and I'll come back later on and show you the archway that's been done. Bye for now. Morning folks, welcome back. It's now Thursday morning. Did a bit of work on here last night. I've had committee meetings and everything the last couple of nights, so I don't meant to get down, and I've now replaced the frame. Still got the same top, but as you can see, the sides now are the thicker sides. What I've decided to do is put it at an angle like a trapezium. Big word for this time in the morning, I know, but still. And the idea being that as it gets pushed on from one side, it's pushed back by the other side, and the forces should be equal and opposite, and it shouldn't blow quite as much. It's fairly sturdy. I can just about walk under it. It's slightly lower now, I've put it at an angle, but I can still get under it, and I'm just over 6 foot, so it's not too bad. So that's been sorted out. I put some of my onions out. Oops, banged my head on it. Like I said, I can walk under it. No, I can't. But anyway, I put some more onions in the ground there, filled in a few spaces, taken the last of the celeriac out from the top, and with the weather having been nice the last few days, I've started hardening off some crops. Got some beans here and some lettuce, sat in trays with a bit of water in the bottom, which are going to be hopefully giving us some nice hardy crops ready to go out. Quick look in the greenhouse. Not a lot going on at the moment. The one thing I wanted to show you is that all my brassicas have ended up being scorched. I've got maybe half a dozen in there I can save. I've left them in the direct sunlight. I think that's my problem. Didn't really realise that was going to happen, but that's my problem. And that's basically it for this update. Thanks to everybody for watching. Just to let you all know as well that as of this morning I have reached 500 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. When you consider I started this channel in 2013 and it took me to February this year to get 300 subscribers, and I've now got 500 subscribers 2 months later, just over 2 months later. So absolutely fantastic with that. I'm really happy that it's got to that stage. I said I didn't start doing this to get subscribers. I started it as a video diary for myself. I'm just pleased people like it. So thank you very much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to keep updated with what I'm going to do and see how I get on through the rest of the season. There's loads to do, loads that's happening. Fruit bushes are moving, strawberries are being grown, netting being put up, chicken house being built, chicken run being built, loads to come and see. So hit the subscribe button, keep updated, please comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like, tell me you'd like to see something else if you have any questions, and I'll do the best I can to answer them. Thanks for now, see you later next video, bye bye.